We're doing Sarasa con una de las voces, ¿cómo explicarles? Una de las voces más personales que tiene la música del momento. Es una chica muy joven, es una mujer que empezó muy joven también y de eso quiero hablar. Ustedes saben que en Sarasa nos interesa de dónde viene y no hacia dónde va. Señoras y señores, con ustedes, Josh Stone. Welcome to Sarasa, Josh. How's it going?
It's going well, yeah, lovely today.
How's it feel to be in Buenos Aires?
Great, it's so lovely, the weather is gorgeous here.
When did you come?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
You didn't have that much time.
No, so I haven't really had a chance to look around. Apart
Well,
from the driving, you know. From
You were
place to place.
driving or somebody did?
No, I didn't drive.
Okay, we were talking about it that
Yeah.
before.
No, but I do drive, and I hear that you've just got your
My license,
Did
yes.
you pass today?
Yes. A couple of years ago, I went to do it and I didn't pass.
Oh.
It was on a stormy day and I couldn't do it.
So you only failed once?
Yes.
I failed 3 times.
No way.
And I'd been driving for 3 years.
And
So-
how's it feel?
It feels great now because I've actually passed, but
Okay.
I shouldn't have failed, ever.
Living in Devon, how big it is?
It's not very big. It's like, well, Devon is a county. It's not, some people across the globe
Mm-hmm.
will speak of it as if it's a village. They say, oh, the village of Devon, but actually, no, it's a county.
No.
No, that's not the case.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of like there's Devon and then there's Somerset, and you know, there's a lot of towns and villages in that space. So, but where I live outside of a village. So I live in a hamlet,
Mm-hmm.
which has how many houses do we have? Maybe 10. So it's kind
That's
of
peace quiet.
it's quiet. It's nice.
How come you didn't want to live in London or New York? Why you decide to stay in the place where you were born?
Because that never changed.
Well, that's a good reason.
Yeah, people never got funny
Mhm.
with me.
You're still Josh Stone, not Josh Stone.
Well, I'm Jocelyn Stoker
A
to
Stoker.
those people, and
Like
you know,
Bram Stoker.
Yes, exactly. Whereas you know, if I moved to London, it's like as if you were to get a mattress and a pillow
Mm-hmm.
and put it right here in your workplace,
Mm-hmm.
in your office. I don't want to do that. I don't want to live in my office. I want to go home.
When you record, you move to London.
When I
You
record, I
work
go to
in
London, or I go to Nashville, or I go to New York. I go anywhere, but not Devon.
I was reading your history and I'm wondering which one was the first song that you sang?
The first song that I sang.
Do you remember?
Well, when I was 11,
Mm-hmm.
my friends of the family, Cham and Duncan, they asked me to sing at their wedding. I used to sing around the house, and for holidays and stuff, my sister and my friend Bonnie, we'd put on little dances and do little songs. So from that, Cham asked me to sing at her wedding, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I can do that, but I kind of plucked up enough courage, and I rehearsed 2 songs. I only ever sang 1 because I was so nervous.
But
But
just
I
in
rehearsed
case,
2.
2.
Just in case. I was actually going to do 2, but I couldn't. I was too scared. After I did the 1, I was like, oh god, no, I can't do anymore. So I did Amazing Grace. Yeah, and it's beautiful.
It's a great song. You know, I was also reading that you were inspired by Donna Summer, but when I hear your cranky voice and listen to your records, it's like you're a mix between George Clinton and Etta James.
Oh wow!
That's that's what I
cool,
think.
man.
That's what I think when I listen to Josh Stone. And I
That's
said, how
awesome.
come? She said, oh, I love to love you, baby. And Etta James more raw and more, more passionate. How come?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think you are what you eat. And I just listen to a lot of different artists, and like voice-wise, what I like to hear is a little bit of crunch.
Well, that's your voice, girl.
That's what I like. So I guess I have always emulated that. I've tried to emulate that. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe the technique I use is not very kind to my voice.
I want to ask you about that because, it must be hard because you have a type of voice and you decide to sing it the other way and it's not be easy. That's not going to be easy.
No, I think I think over the years I've learned how to sing. So at first I was, I was singing, but I was singing in a very bad way and it was hurting me. I mean, it still hurts me when I sing, but I don't really mind too much and I know how to sing around it now. But back then I couldn't sing for more than half an hour, whereas now I can sing an hour and a half, sometimes even 2. So it's got better. I just learn my voice. I don't believe in going to have operations and cutting out nodules. Yeah, okay, I have nodules. But
I have 2 also.
But hey, that's why we sound good.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't knock them, don't knock the nodules.
No,
I like my nodules.
You have to breathe.
Yeah.
Long.
It's a good thing, it's a good thing. They're there for a reason, man, so believe them.
And when you started making money out of singing, do you remember how much you earned?
When I was, when I was 13, I did the show.
The first
Star for a Night. And they paid me £75.
£75.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
It was a lot of money for a 13-year-old girl, but at that time I was trying to buy my horse back, which is why I went on the show. My parents sold a horse that we had, a family horse, and I guess I'm still logical. I'm a logical person, and I remember thinking, well, how do I get him back then? And I thought, okay, so I need a job. So let me get a job. How am I going to get a job? I hated school. From the day that I went to school at 5 years of age, I did not like it. I didn't like being told what to do.
You're a terrible pupil?
Oh, I was terrible. I was terrible. I mean, I didn't mean to be. I just couldn't get with it, man. It just wasn't my thing. So I thought, what can I do as a job? Because all you're taught when you're younger is you need to be good at maths, English and science in order to get a job. Well, let me tell you now, that is not true. You do not need to be great at those things. Yes, it's helpful. But so I was racking my brains and I'm thinking, God, but I'm not very good at all those things. Like, what kind of job can I possibly ever do? And I remember I was watching TV and Star for a Night came on, which is like a show that I used to watch every week. And I thought, well, people do that for a job. I can do that. So I went and I did the show and they paid me £75 and then...
And you get the horse back?
No, the £75 did not amount to much. But no, I never did get the horse back. But the horse went to a wonderful lady and lived a wonderful life.
Do you have a horse now?
No, you know, I don't have any time. But you know, what I'd love more than anything is to one day, when I have children and when I settle down, I want to have a horse. I want to have more than one, you know, I want to have my chickens and, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, farm. Do you plan to work forever, or do you have you know, you say I'm going to be just on till 50s, 60s?
I don't plan to do that. No. I think after a while, you got to put it to one side. You know, music is not something that I consider to be work, but promoting it and running around the world and stuff like that. I mean, that is actually work. That is a job. But what I'd like to do, if I ever get the chance to become a mother, I'd like to be a proper mother. I want to take my children to school and pick them up. So, and I can't do that if I'm on tour. And I don't want to be the type of person to take my children on tour with me because that's just unhealthy.
Ask Madonna.
I know. Well,
ask Madonna.
I can't comment because obviously I don't know Madonna's children. But for me personally, man, I'm not doing that.
Let's go back to the horse and your first appearance on stage. What do your parents have to say about it?
My parents, they were really sweet. My mum.
You're a star.
Yeah, she's lovely. I mean, they were so sweet to me. They really supported me in it. My mum came with me for the audition and stuff. And yeah, my dad kind of just like chilled out and kind of watched on the sidelines. And then when it came down to the business side of things, when managers started calling and people started trying to put contracts in front of me, then my dad said,
show up. Yeah.
He's very clever. He's a businessman.
You always knew that soul was your music, or you try another things?
I always said that when I remember when I did Star for a Night, I said, I want to sing a soul song. And they were like, they all sat around a table just like this. And I remember I said, but I don't want to do pop. Like, they kept trying to make me do this pop song. And I was like 12 and really nervous and really kind of... But I knew that I just didn't want to embarrass myself, especially when you're that young and you're in school and you just... It's really important to you at that point that you just don't want to embarrass yourself. And I was like, I need to sing a soul song. I don't want to sing that stupid stuff. I don't want to do a Britney Spears song. So it's very interesting. So yes, I did always know that I wanted to sing soul music, but what is soul music? It's very vague.
Yeah, because it's huge. Yeah. Because you have jazz, you have gospel, you have a lot of stuff. I have the Soul Sessions and Volume 2, and it sounds funky. It's like, no? And you want to hear it.
I do love that. I love that you say that.
Well, that's what I felt when I listened to your music. And it's also funny because I was listening to the record that you did with Mick Jagger and all that stuff, and you shine, girl.
Oh,
you shine. I don't like Mick. Tell me something bad about him. He has bad breath. Tell me something. He's an old lady. No. Tell me something bad about him. Please.
He's very sweet.
I bet he is bad.
He's like a nice... He's just a nice guy. Like, most people want me to tell them, you know, stories like crazy rock and roll stories about Mick. Like, but actually, he's the kind of guy that just likes a cup of tea and some cookies. That's it, really.
If you had to talk about the Soul Sessions 2, what would you say about it?
Soul Sessions 2. Okay, so Soul Sessions 2 is... It's all
pretty funky.
Do you like the cover?
Yes.
I'm so glad you like it.
It's pretty funky. The whole thing. The whole thing.
It's beautiful. Like, the painting comes from a friend of mine that lives in the next village from me. And his name's Guy Zola. And he uses stencils. And he's just so talented. But people never see what he does. So I was like...
It's like urban art.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how to say urban or...
Urban art, yeah.
How do you choose the songs?
Okay, so the songs, right. So the guy that I made the first Soul Sessions with 10 years ago now, Steve Greenberg, he's kind of like a song nerd. He just knows every song in the history of songs. So he really was the man with that. And this time round, he just gave me a list of like 45, 50 songs. And I just decided, I'm just going to choose them when I'm ready to sing them. I'm not going to choose them before. Like, we did one session in October, and it didn't really go well.
cienradios.com